Hello, I am BooN Dota, and today I'm going to be talking about the Summit 11, the first minor of the DPC season.
It's an honor.
And it's going to be an interesting one. We got 8 teams,
Very well.
all I feel
No
tier
less than I
2.
deserve.
Nip, Ninjas in Pajamas, I've seemed, they look like they should be like a tier 1.51 team. But honestly, the start of this year, they've looked really shaky, so I'm not going to be too surprised.
You die
So yeah, today I'm going to go over each team and what I think
as you wish.
and my predictions on what's going to happen. This tournament is in a few days. I am a somewhat young Dota fan who plays quite a bit of Dota. I also watch most of the Dota throughout the year. And this is something where I just want to get my point of view and like what I think and like what I see from watching these games. I'm no professional, that's for sure. And I just want to get it out there and have fun playing Dota and watching the Dota. So yeah, the 8 teams participating is 178, who took over for Virtus Pro, who withdrew. We have Hellraisers, Ninjas in Pajamas, Advenum, Pain Gaming, Quincy Crew, Geek Fam, and Invictus Gaming. Now,
Under attack.
there's a few teams in here that I feel are going to probably go through this pretty easily. And there's some teams where I just feel like some teams that you may think will do good will just flop.
Your death approaches.
And it's going to be probably an interesting summit to watch. And the first team we're going to be talking about today is Hellraisers, who got the 2nd slot in the CIS region.
What coward runs?
Kind of like a underrated team in the CIS, I feel like right now.
Yeah.
But also the CIS region and North American regions are both a little...
Swiftly now.
I don't know how to put it. They're both a little shaky right now. I feel like
Run
there's like
if you
a
can.
lot of potential for good teams, but also
Payday.
they're like the way the teams
A fight.
and the players are all spread out. It's just not a mix, and teams need to do like these huge shuffles
Death dealer.
in between all of them. That's just my
It's
opinion.
an honor.
Anyways, on Hellraisers we have
As
VTune,
you wish.
Nyx, DM, Miposhka. There was Aloha Dance, but as of the 2nd of November, he has gone inactive on Hellraisers. So I'm not too sure if he will be playing this summit or if they'll have a stand-in. The standout players for me on this team is VTune and Miposhka. Miposhka was on the, I believe it was Team Empire that got top 8 at the International 2017. And V2 is just a player I've seen around on Dota 2 and seeing him play in pubs. And he seems pretty interesting to me, and I think he could be a carry with some potential to watch for the future. Hellraisers to me, I feel like could be a contender, but I think now with Aloha Dance not on the team, it's going to come all down to who they get as their position 4 if he's not playing. I definitely can see them doing very well, and I can also see them doing them very poorly. And that's just something that we're going to have to come and see in a few days here. Nip, Ninjas in Pajamas, I feel like it's a top contending team, but they still look really shaky just from like DreamHack and ESL that just happened. The players, it looks like they could be a good team, but I feel like Gunner so far has been lackluster. I feel like he comes off with these really good starts in the laning, but later in games, I feel like he's just been falling off. He's still young, and he is good, so I can definitely still see him turning it around, especially at the summit.
Dire's middle tower
And
is
then
under
hopefully,
attack.
if he does good at the summit, that can boost his confidence, and he can play a lot better. I definitely hope that's what he can do. Obviously, PPD on the team with his amazing captain skills, one of the best captains and drafters.
Dire's
Dota.
middle tower has
So
fallen.
this team has a lot of the right pieces, but I don't think the pieces have just quite fit perfectly quite yet, and I think they need to fit soon, or else this team is gonna. I don't know if it'll last if they keep up the losing, but definitely a top contender for the summit for me. And don't get me wrong, I'm definitely cheering for Nip to do good. I want them to do a good showing here. Next team, add Venom, the Greek squad. Madara, brilliant last year with Alliance standing in. I think
Dire's top tower
Madara
is
is
under
actually a
attack.
really underrated carry in the game, and I think he's been underrated for a while. And I think this year should be his time to shine. I think if he finds early success with Ad Venom, it'll be good for this team moving forward. But definitely, if it doesn't see the success, it maybe should. Maybe leaving and finding a different team. And I think he could
Dire's
find a
middle
good team.
tower is under attack.
It'd be a lot better for him. Maybe next time, also a pretty outstanding position
Dire's
4.
middle tower is under attack.
I play a lot of position 4 in my pubs and off lane, and this guy is one that just makes my eyes open when I watch. It's pretty cool to see, especially on his Earthshaker. It gets pretty crazy. I think he's one of the better parts of this team. Thug, Skylark, Spartan are all back with them, and I think these guys could definitely be one of the top contenders. No doubt about it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And next we have Invictus Gaming. Invictus Gaming, I haven't paid a whole lot of attention to the Chinese Dota scene so far. I haven't quite looked at all the roster changes for China.
Dire's top tower
Over the
is
next
under
little
attack.
while, I do hope to be watching more Chinese Dota though, especially since China, EU seem to be, and SEA seem to be the top regions right now. I think NA is in that weird spot, CIS is in that weird spot, and I think South America, SA, is on the right direction,
Dire's
but
top tower
still
is
I
under
feel
attack.
Beast Coast is really the only threat from the South American region, if I'm being honest. Invictus Gaming though, they have Kaka, second place at TI7 with Newbie, and second place they lost to Team Liquid,
Dire's top tower
and
is under
he's the
attack.
oldest player on the team.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Everyone else is pretty young, and I think everyone else will get a good learning experience from Kaka.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And this team can do some damage. They got
Dire's
Fly
top
Fly,
tower is under
who
attack.
played for Team Serenity in TI8 when they got their 9th to 12th, and they put on a pretty good show, and I say surprised a lot more people than
Dire's top tower is under attack.
they thought.
Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's
And
middle tower is under attack.
they also
Radiant
have,
structures
JT.
are fortified.
JT's an exciting one that I'm looking forward to watch this year. They also have Ollie and Emo, and this is definitely
Dire's bottom tower
a
is
team
under
that I can
attack.
see doing pretty damn good, if you ask me. And I expect them to hopefully get top 3 at least here. Yeah, not too much to say on Invictus though, as I haven't been paying too much attention. Next up we have Geek Fam, an interesting team that I think could be a real dark horse throughout like the whole season, if I'm being honest. You have a lot of experience with a Raven,
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
as he's played three
Dire's bottom
TIs.
tower has fallen.
And he's played him in TNC with Cuckoo, and then they also have Dubu as a
Tower
position
is
5,
under
who's
attack.
also played in 3 TIs, is it? TI 6, 7,
Dire's
and
middle
9.
tower is under attack.
And they also are bringing along
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Eric Dong, Ryoya. I've seen him play in a lot of North American pubs, 747, and he's been on so many teams. But the teams he's been on are just, they're all tier 2, and they haven't been seeing like anything special. I think he's very underrated. I think on a strong team, he can show off more
Radiant's
and
top tower is under attack.
show that he's that real powerhouse that I think he can be. And I think with this team, with 3 players all playing at least 3 TIs, will open him up to learning and showcase what he can actually do. They also picked up Zephyr. He's an Indonesian player, support, and I've only seen him play a few games with TNC Tigers. I think he's only played like 1 Premier before. And he did win a Dream League 10, I think it was, against Navi. And I think him as well can bring Geek Fam to this I'd say second best team in SEA. And I think all throughout the season, they're going to be top contenders for every minor. And if they make the
Dire's
major,
middle
I
tower
feel like
is under
they're
attack.
the team to watch to do those amazing Cinderella runs or just completely flop. I feel like they can go either way. But I feel like they can still be a danger throughout the whole entire season. And I do believe that. Next team, we have Quincy Crew. This team, I don't know. This team just, I don't see it doing well, honestly. Like they look like, when you read the names, they should be good.
Radiant's
But
middle
it's just a
tower
team that
is
doesn't
under
gel,
attack.
and a
Radiant's
team
middle
that honestly
tower
doing
has
good.
fallen.
You are CCNC, Saberlight, MSS, SVG. Hopefully CCNC will be okay. But Quincy Crew, it's just something that doesn't, something just tells me it's not good and it's not gonna work. They're one of those North American
Radiant's top
teams
tower
where I
is
think
under attack.
just these certain players together just don't gel, and that's a team where we might need to see a change very soon, early on, definitely.
Radiant's top tower is under
Next team,
attack.
Pain Gaming. Not much to them really for me to
Radiant's
say.
top tower has fallen.
The only
Dire's
outstanding
middle
thing
tower is under
for
attack.
me
Dire's
personally
middle
is
tower
that they have
has fallen.
HFN,
Dire's
who I think
structures are
is
falling. Dire's middle
probably
barracks
one of
is
the
under
best
attack.
carries in the South America region. And other than that, I don't see anything special
Dire's
here.
middle barracks has
They
fallen.
could be a middle team in the minor, but I
Dire's
don't
middle
see them
barracks
being a
has
contender
fallen.
in any majors, if I'm being honest. And the last
Dire's
team,
middle
178,
tower is
they
under
just
attack.
took over Virtus Pro spot.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
They got Pikachu, Big Dumb,
Dire's middle
which are the
tower
two
has
main
fallen.
names I've seen before.
Dire's ancient is
Well, they're
under
not like
attack.
high tier players or super good players. I just see them in pubs and highlights and stuff like that from like Twitch. So
Dire's ancient
nothing
is under
completely
attack.
special here.
Dire's ancient is under
This
attack.
team,
Radiant victory.
again, the CIS is just something that's not crazy, not too crazy about. So yeah, anyways, my predictions, I think Adfinim, NIP, GeekFam, and Invictus Gaming will be the top 4. I'm not gonna say which one in order because it could literally be any of the four. The 5th, 6th team are going to be Hellraisers and Pain Gaming, and I think my 7th, 8th teams are going to have to be Quincy Crew and 178. So yeah, those are my predictions, and I hope you all enjoyed this, and teams that I say aren't going to win or do good, prove me wrong. Thank you.